I don't know why. Here's the thing, like, I don't know why it feels, I do know why. It feels so good to know that, like, all the people around me were, like, not very healthy people. And, like, I'm the most hated woman in my circle group. Because, like, clearly, this happened, right? And all the people who are, like, involved in it, except for, like, I mean, I did not invite DSS or what caseworker, like, all that shit. That's the only part that, like, is not my fault. So that's why I feel like they owe me something. You know what I mean? Like, the attorneys, DSS, like, I didn't fuck this up. They did. All I did was say no. And say it's ridiculous. And, like, you know, it was a fucking fuck up. And then a cover up. That's all this was. A fuck up and a cover up. And it's, like, so stupid because it's pretty fucking obvious to anyone. But there were so many fuck ups in it and so much ridiculousness that you get lost in, like, the details of, like, of these ridiculous stories. It's like a hate Kelly thing. Like, even my attorney was like, my appellate attorney, not my other attorney, was like, you know, stop saying stuff, stop posting stuff. But, like, at the end of the day, why? Why not? You're not doing anything about it. You're not defending me. I need this record corrected because it's bullshit. I knew it was going to end up in appeals. I knew I wasn't getting anywhere. But at the same time, like, I want the record corrected because I want it to go to the Court of Appeals correctly. Duh. They can't say what's lawful and what's unlawful if they're constantly seeing what they do that's unlawful. I put it out there and they go back and correct the record. Because it didn't go down that way. That's kind of why the transcripts and the record don't match. Because that's what they were doing. Well, I'm sorry, but that's fucked up. And I don't know if it's illegal or not.
More hits, better variety.
See my voice. I don't know what for. I would say, like, I can barely talk anymore. I'm doing all kinds of singing and talking, and I'm finally, like, doing positive self-talk. So, like, when you, it's amazing the power of positive self-talk. And, like, you see the transformation of me in the last couple of weeks. Like, a lot of that is, like, changing the way I talk to myself, the way I talk about situations. Like, I talk to myself a lot, so, like, all that, like, really matters. And it was really cool because I saw a video about that the other day. I'm like, yeah, this really made a big difference. So, and you know what? Like, that shit's free. It's free to do that. You don't have to pay anybody. You just gotta, like, watch your thoughts, watch your self-talk. Like, say something, think about it. Like, is that good? Is that positive? Is that, like, gonna help me, or it might just be a wah crybaby, pity party, like, poor me, shit. Once you, like, kick that shit out, well, let me say, like, you don't have to, like, kick it out all together. Kick it out for, like, no more than 5 seconds of a pity party. I'm talking about, like, a total pity party. That's it. 5 seconds. Only allow yourself 5 seconds of a pity party. And then move the fuck on. Put your granny panties on and go. Right? Like, this kind of stuff, like, helps me feel better. Because as much as I'm saying it in a video and telling it to anybody who wants to fucking listen, which is, like, nobody, I'm telling it to myself, too. So this is positive self-talk, in case you didn't know. It's helping me. So if it's going to help me, and, like, you know, sorry, I'm, like, telling on some people who, like, did some unlawful things and, like, you know, need a little help from the feds, well, I don't see a problem in that. I really don't. You know, maybe I'm fucking far off. I don't know. I really don't see a problem with that, though. I'm just being me. Like, I want anybody in the world who doesn't know me, if they want to come into, like, a new social worker, say, for example, come in this case, if they reopen it, if she wants to stalk my Facebook, I want her to see who the fuck I really am. And then let her make a judgment from there. Don't let anybody tell her who I am or what she needs to do to block me. And that's what I'm going to say to the judge. That's part of my speech. Because the speech is not a poor me or you should have done this. You know. It's like, here's the situation. Because quite frankly, I think she knows, but I'm just assuming. the ass, you, me. So I don't really want to assume something terrible about her if it's not true. I'll know on Tuesday what the fuck happened. Because I'm going to get up there and I'm going to say something. And it's going to be powerful. And the way everybody reacts in that fucking courtroom, I'm going to know who's involved. It's going to be so fucking blaringly obvious. I hope that there's a federal agent in the courtroom. It's 11 a.m., March 18th, next Tuesday, 11 a.m. I think it's like the, third floor? I don't know. You can look at the, purchase email, whatever. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to, no matter what, I'm going to ask to be able to speak to the judge directly. I'm going to say what I'm going to say, and whatever happens from there is going to tell a lot. I don't even think, like the last time when I did the show cause, like Red, my mom, nobody was there. Even though like the whole matter about the show cause is like reported by them. They weren't there. Or they knew they were going to continue it. They told them and they didn't tell me. They weren't there. So yeah, I guess that's why I'm like so anxiously excited for Tuesday. Because like, no matter what, they can't fuck up at this point. They can't. Why? I feel if this isn't true, then I'm just gonna make myself feel important about this. I think it's because I've been so fucking annoying. And when I say annoying, I only mean like I'm posting stuff on social media. If it's something like really important, I'll say it to my appellate attorney, like copy my second attorney for whatever. It's something like really, really important. Then I'll send it to everyone.
We're still rocking.
And then maybe once a week, it's like a marketing campaign. That's how I feel. And if you know anything about me and my marketing campaigns,
so I actually just bought
like I'm really good at that. I'm good at social media marketing campaigns, like timing, but I can rattle a few buttons if it's like a campaign against like a whole lot of wrongdoing and government wrongdoing and family wrongdoing and like all kinds of like, state, federal crimes if someone wanted to like paper a case in either way, in Union County or in Richmond County or in Mecklenburg County or the feds, the whole package, whatever lays under their jurisdiction. I mean, it's like a two-prong.
So why it works?
It's like that much. There's like that much criminal activity in this whole fucking situation. Like blowing the whistle on a bunch of different shit. But again, it's just like me. One person's like one situation in, like for the IRS, for Social Security Administration, and like all of them kind of.
WyattWorks.com. If you're like me, you're still spending a lot.
All of them are only good if they paper a case. If they don't paper a case, they don't get the evidence, they don't do what they need to do for the district attorney, whether it's a federal district attorney or whether it's a Union County district attorney or Richmond County or Mecklenburg County, it's no good. You can't prove any of it unless they paper a case. I know that. So that's why I'm being so fucking annoying. That's why they don't want me to be annoying. Because I'm not going to let this go. I shouldn't let this go for a big reason. Number one, they hurt my child. Number two, they hurt me. Number three, they hurt our life together, my daughter and I. Number four, slander, libel, running me through the mud while taking away my home, fuck around my personal property, my child, who is not part of my personal property. I'm just saying like everything they did with my child. I mean, they took every major factor that a parent needs to feel, to be normal. be a productive member of society. Yeah, they took every single thing away from me. Excuse me. That's 100% fucking hindering. There's no better definition of it in a child welfare case. There just isn't. So for me, I'm like, dude, I know I don't know all the things, but I think it's a pretty fucking easy case to prosecute. I think if I sat down with someone for like, I don't know, it might take like 4 hours, 4 to 6 hours. You'd be amazed at the amount of crimes, federal, state, like that you could pull out of it. If you knew the truth, you saw the evidence. But it's important to me because it's my little girl. And it did you damage. And I promised her a trip to Disney World and like all that shit. I had no idea. I opened the door to DSS and I opened a can of worms that I could not handle. I'll be honest with you. I lost my fucking mind. I definitely said and did things I shouldn't have done, but I never did anything to harm my daughter. Nothing. And anybody who says that I did or wants to report to DSS or a judge or anybody, like driving past my mom and my daughter and like screaming obscenities at her, no, never happened. Coming by the house, like knocking, like being creepy, stalkerish, no, never fucking happened. Those visitations never happened as documented by DSS. Pretty much, this whole case was bullshit. There was no abuse. There was no neglect. There certainly wasn't any dependency. And these motherfuckers just went balls to the wall to paper a case and keep the ball rolling every month with like select people involved in like throwing gas on a fire. All the unlawful things they did to get information, what they did with that information. And the worst part of all this is the information they left out. The information they refused to take, the information they refused to get from like medical records, information they refused to consult a professional to get because these caseworkers didn't know what they were doing. But like, it harmed a kid and a mom, destroyed our entire fucking life as we knew it. You know, the adverse childhood experiences? You're goddamn right I'm pissed about that. I should be. Any parent that wouldn't or isn't mad, that's what a kid get. Like, you idiots. Every single one of the people who are, looking the other way or, ignoring it or just knee deep in it, you ask them one-on-one, which maybe I will. Maybe I'll add that to my speech. How would you react? Because I want to know in their head, in their cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs head, would they think that they wouldn't be mad? They probably wouldn't have. They would probably do things or say things that they don't really mean. It's like, not characteristic. Just losing your mind. If they think that they would not do something like that, or a couple things like that, but like none of them were dangerous. I just said some bad words, like I gave the finger to the caseworker, like, okay, kind of like really not big deals. That's not a reason to separate a mother and a daughter, break a bond, completely put a child in danger. And I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. I am not sorry that I'm pissed off. I'm not sorry that I'm causing a big old ruckus. I'm not sorry that I'm putting it on social media and telling everybody I know, everybody I meet, and kicking the motherfuckers who had any part to do with this or looked the other way or didn't say something when they saw something, all that shit. They're the fuck out, they're gone. And nobody is going to tell me that that's not okay. Because I know my little girl. I promise you I've been Team Maura since she was in utero. And it's a wrap. Y'all fucked up. Bunch of shit. Y'all can be quiet all you fucking want, but I know. I'm shocked that these assholes haven't, like, privately come at me and be like, Kelly, all right, here, like my mom, we'll pay you $15,000 back. Okay, let's just do nice and quietly, like, whatever. Because technically, that's all it would take. I don't want to be a fucking person in the spotlight. I don't like that shit. I will always make sure that I can try and make some kind of change. Like that, there would have to be an agreement. You know what? I just want my daughter back so bad. I would do it without an agreement. I'm like that concerned about her safety, that concerned about her wellness, all the abuse that's gone on that I don't know about yet, and I know yet is not. It sounds like it's being negative. No, I can assure you, if you listen to those visitations, you'll know. But I know that they're long. I'm going to clip some of them today, like some important parts. It's bad. And I've already sent it. I can assure you, I've already sent an email saying, look, I'm going balls to the wall until I hear from someone. All of them. I don't know if they probably said, oh, that's a threat. No. I guess so. Because I'm going to expose how fucking fucked up all this was and all your crimes. And then you're not going to be able to fucking get away from it. Sorry. Did a really bad parking job. Okay, so this lady.